So this was an actual older video which I did a while back. This was a review of the BTR-60PB, and it was one that I was really looking forward to getting. It's the type of kit which I thought was unusual, and it's been quite recent since getting into Cold War vehicles, especially Russian. And of course this is all for the Vietnam style project. So it was definitely one that I did a lot of research on to see if this was used by the North Vietnamese, and there was a lot on it. So I definitely want to get hold of this kit. But as you can see, it's got a lovely presentation. I love the box art. I think ICM do an amazing job with their illustrations of what the vehicle looks like. And on the side of the box as well, you've got some really nice examples of what you can expect. Overall, presentation is just really good. And I don't know about you, but I like good presentation in a box. It really kind of adds to the whole experience and enjoyment of building, really. So what's nice is the box has a real secure look to it, and also it has like almost a folding point as well, which means nothing will fall out, which is nice. Sometimes the boxes can come loose, but yeah, it's very classic of ICM. And when you open up the box, you can see all of the contents is really nicely placed inside. Got a lot of wheels as well. We'll come on to that later. So let's have a look at the instructions. And classic ICM style, they've got an A part and a B part, and it kind of gives you a step-by-step instruction of how to put it together. But it generally is quite clear, as you can see with the instruction manual. There's a lot on one page. It's about 4 sections altogether. A lot of small parts as well. And the B17 and the B19 parts, as shown, can be quite delicate. As you can see, a lot of small parts, as I said, but when you put it all together, there's a lot of detail on this kit, and it looks fantastic when it's finished. But you have to be very careful. These parts are delicate, like I said, especially the A23 and A22 parts. You'll see later in the build videos, they were quite tricky to construct. Overall though, a nice instruction manual, really clear. It kind of does give you the right parts. It shows you where they go, the arrows are clear, and that's what you really want on a vehicle, and also a build especially like this one. And on the back there hasn't really got much choice. It's just 2. You've got GDR units, which is quite nice, and also you got the Soviet ones, but of course I have sourced my own North Vietnamese decals for this build. But don't forget, this type of vehicle has been used all around the world in many different theatres, so it would be a very good one placed in any diorama. Now onto the actual model itself. The detail looks lovely here. I mean, they've really done a nice job. It's an unusual section and construction as well. A lot of nice detailed openings though, which you could kind of glue the hatches open or glue them shut. The holes are pre-drilled as well. They're prefabricated, so that means that you won't have issues drilling the tiny delicate parts. It's not too bad overall. I'm not sure how the bottom running gear and the undercarriage works, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes when we build it eventually. Now these wheels are interesting. So they're 2 sections each. You have to kind of construct them around the rims of the vehicle, the armored car, and it's not easy in the build. It was very challenging to actually get these correct. But once you figure out a system of sanding the inside, it's a lot easier. Now, as I mentioned before, the parts are really delicate, and just right off the bat you can see, look at these tiny little handles with their little kind of sprue lines as well. You need to chop those little things off at the top. They're just excess flash really from the kit. But you could see a lot of very, very delicate parts, and yeah, you do have to be careful when you break these off. Now the detail's really nice on the control panel. I was really impressed by that. You've got a radio, you've got a section for the antenna as well. You could probably see it as well through the open hatch if you wanted to leave the hatches open. So there's a lot of detail on the interior, which really did surprise me. Now this is the other section, the turret, and also the front section of the armored car, and you also got the 20mm cannon, which is in pretty good condition, and the detail is not too bad as well. Camera just about picking it up. As I mentioned before, really nice decals, simple. Got a couple of Russian Navy, a couple of Soviet there, and I believe that's the Finnish flag as well. The 185 is even specially kind of tapered, so you could put it around the actual turret, but that's not as easy as you think. I found that was very problematic when I was trying to put decals on later. Overall, I think it's going to be a nice build. I'd say that it is definitely worth getting. It's great for anyone who wants to do a Cold War collection, but again, those parts are very delicate, and the wheels, they're very tricky as well. So I would say is definitely worth a shot, but you do have to be careful when you're constructing it, and it will take some time to build. Thanks for watching.